I've come to visit my mate Dario. He collects vintage airgun pellets and he's very generously agreed to show us his pellet collection. Over to you, Dario.
Hi, this is my airgun pellet collection. They are from all over the world. We have some American pellets, lots of German pellets, 100 and 200 small tins. We have quite a few British paper box pellets, and now we are going to have a detailed look at some of these pellets. This is one of the earliest boxes I have in my collection. These were made by dropping molten lead from the top of a shot tower in the Lanes factory in London. The round shots were developed further, and I believe this was one of the earliest boxes where the round shot was machine made rather than dropped from a shot tower. These are some of the other round shot boxes I've got. Round shots were followed up most probably by the hollow slug type of a pellet, and there was quite a few different types and varieties. Some of the blander ones were wide boxes with just black writing on them, such as these Milborough hollow slugs. These are in no particular order, made by Lanes, and they are all hollow slugs designed most probably for the early gem type of rifles. They were imported from Germany. Now we come to the flights. Now these are quite interesting. There are also airgun slug hollow slugs made by Target, and I have an example of all three boxes: 500, 200 and 100. The Target slugs were made by Lincoln Jeffries. Then there are Redskin slugs, also quite early, but I can't tell the age. And the Eagle slugs. Cut slugs are some of the early good-looking slug type of pellet, and there was a few different box designs. I happen to have two of those. Another good example of airgun slugs are the Kings, and I have a few different boxes of those as well. I think the yellow box looks quite nice and neat. These were also made by Lanes. According to John Atkins' article in Airgun, bullfin pellets were first registered in 1906. So I believe this is one of my earliest Diablo type pellets. This box is quite interesting. It says slugs on it, but they were actually rifled airgun pellets. So a lot of Diablo type pellets were referred to as slugs. And this box is also quite interesting because it hasn't got the caliber on the box, but inside is 22 pellets. Made by Bernard Banks Limited in London. These were some of the earliest boxes I have. Made by Kynoch, which became part of ICI in 1926. This particular BSA box, according to John Milewski's book, it is post 1920s because it says BSA Guns Ltd as opposed to Birmingham Small Arms, which was pre-World War I. The improved Bulldog boxes are some of the nicest pellet box design to my mind, and I have 3 different boxes as follows. Some interesting early Triumph pellets. Made by Lanes. Some of the other interesting pellet boxes are the Fagans. I have 2 types of these. One of the earlier boxes. Then moving on to the Bulldogs. Made by Lanes. This is a quite interesting John Bull box. I believe this particular box is rarish. Also made by Lanes. This could be possible the earlier, quite a plain predecessor of the later, more colourful John Bull pellets. Moving swiftly on, some of the other interesting pellets in my collection are as follows. I'm not very sure of age of those, but they're probably 1970s or thereabouts. The lightning pellets were made by Lanes until 1981. And a nice example of the champion box. I have 3 different types of fruit flies. They seem to be fairly recent, but users don't seem too many of those, so I'm not really sure as to the age of these, but they appear to be quite rare, possibly made in very small numbers. And in contrast, nice red 200 pellet box of fruit flies. This particular box says 22 caliber, but it is written in ink, which is faded 25. And of course, Millbrook Caledonians. These flanged and pointed slugs were made by Frank Clark in Birmingham in the 1930s. Along with some fairly recent Webley pellet boxes, I haven't got any of the very old pellet cardboard boxes because they command a high price, and I am yet to acquire those. I also have a nice selection of marksman pellets, which are still made by the Lincoln Jeffries family today. Nice little group of the BSA pellet tins. I'm missing one blue BSA pile arms box, which I'm yet to add to the group. I'm quite partial to little pellet tins, so 200 and 100 pellet tins, because these days we don't see them so much. Most people can afford 500 pellet tins. Therefore, we have a nice selection of various British brands on the table here. And now we are moving on to the world pellet, starting with some of the fantastic German designs. The early stuff top left, these are round shots. Moving further down, where we hit a quite interesting 4mm slug type shot. We don't know the age of this box, but according to John Griffiths, could possibly be a German funfair used in the sort of Linden type of pistol. And then some interesting slug, hollow slugs, along with some fantastic designs on these pellets. They look magnificent, and they're two-sided as well. Moving on to the standard round balls and some of the slightly blended design pellets, but nevertheless they are quite interesting and good looking German pellets. Another nice little group of odd German pellet boxes. I quite find the Meisterkugeln quite nice, flat little, very odd box, along with the Tell pistol 100 pellet box, which I believe is quite desirable by the Tell pistol collectors.
Hell yeah.
Here is another example of some more German pellet tins, rather nice and colourful. What we got here is a nice little selection of world pellets. On the left hand side we can see green and nice little red Dutch made pellet. Top middle we've got Chinese paper box. Bottom middle we have some French pellets, and on the right hand side is a couple of American tins. The one I like in particular is the red tin. It says it's made in Great Britain. However, it's made for a company in New York, so it's American export. The colours on this tin are quite nice. It looks like the older design tin, so absolutely lovely to my mind, and the quite common daisy pellet on the bottom. And now we are looking at some of the American type of BB shots. Americans seem to like their BB shots in packets that look almost like shotgun cartridges, but they do look quite nice. So a nice selection of the silver jets. The one on the left is the Japanese silver jet pellet box, followed by the possibly later Beeman silver jets. These are some of the examples of what I believe early round shots made by Kynoch. This particular tin is 1000 round shots, and it has all the right names on it: Kynoch, Witten, as well as Gamage's store that originally sold them. What we're looking at here is a selection of some of my favourite pellets. And the reason they're my favourite pellets is because they just purely look absolutely lovely, great graphics, really nice colour, great design, and when I'm working, looking at these, I'm daydreaming and wondering who shot those, who used them, who purchased them, the people that own these, did they go into the First or Second World War and never come back? But the bottom line is, without the humble little pellet, we wouldn't have the sport that we love and enjoy.
Bravo. Huge thanks to Dario for showing us his fantastic collection. What a treat. If you have any information about the dates or manufacturers of any of these pellets, please let us know in the comments. We'd be really interested. Cool. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more. See you later.